Hey everyone, a good Wednesday evening. It is time for Weather Geeks. We'll make this video pretty short this evening because obviously the weather remains very, very quiet. My yard is dead, kaput. It is brown, it is ugly, and many valley yards looking very similar. We did not have any rain today, and today's numbers otherwise were significant because of how cool it was this morning. Let's take a look at today's almanac. 52, the low at 6:04 this morning at the Youngstown Warren Airport. 6 degrees shy of the record of 46 set back in 1953. 76 was the high today. The average temperature today of 64, between the high and the low, made it our coolest calendar day overall since June the 15th. It's been over 2 months since we've had a day as cool and comfortable as today. Boy, it was beautiful. If it were up to me, we just bottle up today's weather and just have it all year. Of course, we like a little more variety than that. Usually, I'd get kind of bored with sunny and 75, as pleasant as it would be. Boy, we had just a fantastic day today, and we can thank, in large part, the dry air, the low dew points. Dew points are in the mid-40s this evening. It's not uncommon at this time of the year to have dew points near 70. We've had that a lot lately, so this is a real treat. And when you have air this dry, the heat can be released much more efficiently from the low levels of the atmosphere once you lose the daytime heating. In other words, once the sun starts to set, dry air means the temperature can start dropping much more quickly, and that will lead to a cooler night tonight, even cooler than last night. Across the country, not a lot going on. We don't have any big severe weather outbreaks, no big weather stories aside from heat and wildfires out west. Temperatures at this late afternoon hour still triple digits, of course. Phoenix, Las Vegas, Palm Springs, and into Death Valley as well. El Paso, Texas at 99, Albuquerque at 95. Denver's a relatively comfortable 89 after hitting 100 yesterday, the latest 100 on record in the city of Denver, Colorado, a place that's a mile above sea level. You don't think of that as a really hot place, but it can get hot along the front range of the Rockies. Wildfires also a big, big story out here, especially, of course, in California. These are pretty devastating, and they are spreading smoke north and east, up into parts of the Pacific Northwest and into the Intermountain West as well. This is pretty devastating stuff. It's a tinderbox out there right now with the low humidity, the hot temperatures, and of course the lack of rain in a lot of places in the summer season in California. Back here at home, clear sky tonight. Good night to look upwards. Not much of a moon tonight. Very thin crescent moon. Less than 1% of the moon illuminated tonight, so basically a new moon. So the sky will be dark. Evening planets to check out: Mars before 11, and then most of the night you can see Jupiter and Saturn. At this time of the year, Venus is more of an early morning sight, rises a little after 3 a.m. and can be seen for early morning risers tomorrow morning, but evening star and planet gazers, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn all looking pretty good up there. Tonight, this morning's low officially, again, 52. I had 47 at my place, and I think 45 to 47 will be pretty common across the area tomorrow morning, so it's not crazy unheard of to see these kinds of temperatures once we get into the second half of August, but of course it's been pretty hot summer, and it's been, again, over 2 months since we've seen anything like this, so early morning risers, jacket, sweatshirt, you betcha. But by the afternoon, I think it'll be warmer than today. We did mid-70s today. I think we'll get into the low 80s in a lot of places before the day is through. Not as cool tomorrow night, still comfortable, still probably windows open kind of weather into Friday morning, but Friday afternoon looks steamy, middle 80s, although the dew points will stay pretty low. Right now, the pattern is characterized by a very stout ridge out west, generally a kind of broad but fairly weak trough in the east. As we roll through time, that ridge out west will start to flatten a little bit and also start to migrate to the east, so the center of that big heat ridge is not over Arizona anymore, it's more over Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado. What does that mean for us? It's going to turn pretty warm next week. We're not done with summer just yet, that is for sure. With this ridge kind of sprawling out across the eastern U.S. next week, we've got a lot of upper 80s and near 90 in our future for the first half of the week. It'll probably cool down some second half of next week. What about precipitation? Our weekend forecast, still largely dry. Small chance of a pop-up shower or storm Saturday, maybe a somewhat higher risk on Sunday, but still pretty low chances overall. That'll continue into Monday, but it's not going to be a lot of rain, and I don't see a super wet pattern emerging anytime real soon. There's some promise that the second half of next week, in addition to being a little bit cooler, maybe a little wetter as well, but I mean just a little. I don't see a lot of beneficial rain tracking our way in the next week to 10 days. But if the pattern changes, you know where to look first here on Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here, same time, same place on Thursday.